Welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be looking at BNB. Before we jump into that, I'd just like to say thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description you'll find a link to Discord. Come check it out, it's free to join. Okay, so we've actually found support in this range here and we've started to move away. So now this could potentially be looking for a bigger structure here where we're looking for a bigger wave 3 up towards this 530 area. What I am being cautious of, however, within this structure is potentially we could be looking also, for a C wave to the upside rather, where this is A, B, and C, where potentially this one-to-one target comes into play. The thing is within this, we'd have to be a little bit careful here because technically speaking, if I just throw fib onto this zone here, I just want to double check this, put this onto regular. We've actually come up to this 0.618 and we did take this higher. So technically speaking, that could be a corrective move completed where this is A, B, and C. And then we could look to break down. So we just need to be aware of this. If this move fails to actually develop in the way I'm going to show you, then we just need to be cautious of the fact that this could be a corrective move actually completed into here. And then we're going to go over a couple of things this could mean in a second. But before we jump into that, let's check into this bullish count. So if we are arguing that we've set a 1-2 here and we're looking to actually progress in a bigger 1-2 and then look for this third wave up, this would look something like this. So I'm just going to actually turn off these other moves here. So basically what I would be looking for here would be that this is looking at this as a 5-wave move up, and then we'd need to hold this zone of this 303 to this 280. So we can see we came down into this 50%, also retraced to the center line here, found support, and now we're starting to move away. So what we want to see play out here, if we're looking at this move, is basically to see good 5-wave structure to the upside. So we have had a nice strong reaction here to the upside. Basically, what we want to do is maintain this low if we're looking to have a direct push to the upside, which would be here at this 29.5, 299.5 rather. The key zone here as a support area, given the current move up, we don't have a lot of structure with this, so we just need to be aware that, this is sort of micro counting here. Um, what I would be looking for would be the potential that this move is coming to its completion. It looks like it could be some kind of a extension in a wave one, where that's 1, 2, or some kind of a diagonal in here. So if it is a wave one, basically what we'd want to do is find support again in this 306 to this 302 range. If we do continue to hold this zone, then potentially, we could look for that direct push to the upside. And what I would want to see is a nice strong move. So, I mean, the target for this is much higher up here. So that 1-to-1 target is actually at this 391, and then that 1618 is up here towards this zone of this 461 area. So because of that fact, we will want to see this start to get a move on and start to build some structure here and then move to the upside. What we do need to be careful of, however, is if we face rejection in this zone of this 335 area to this 322. Ideally, what I want to see for a sign of strength would be to get back above this X wave here and back above this high point at this 346.3. So until we actually do that, we need to just be careful here because it is possible, we could have another leg here potentially. I'm looking at this as a WXY here, so I'd be at a minimum I'd be expecting some kind of a 3-wave move up here, even if it's just A, come back down, find support, B, C, come back up into this higher zone here, and then if that does look to continue, potentially we could look for another move down towards this 280 region at a maximum. What we don't want to do is lose this 280. Once we start to lose that, this count becomes very strained. So basically, if we did have a move up, so I'm actually gonna take it to this X wave high because this is an interesting area here. If we do get a bigger move up into this zone of the 618 at this 327, what I'd be looking for then would be that potential to actually see this move down towards this 284 at a 1-to-1. So that would be coming back into some of these lower areas here, testing some of the support and testing the supply in this area. So the 618 would be the top end of this move, this 293 area, and then basically the 786 would be below it. But the 702 is in quite an interesting area in itself, which is sitting towards this 287 area. So if we do see continuation to the downside here, basically what we would want to maintain is this 280 if we're looking for this bullish potential to continue to the upside here. What we do need to be careful of here, just given the current structure, like I said, there's nothing really indicating that this is starting a bigger breakdown here. It's very choppy and overlapping. It does look like corrective moves to the downside. So I would be expecting an additional leg up here. But basically, if this is just an A wave, we could get that push up and then that C wave down. Alternatively, we need to just be careful that within here we don't have something extending, because we do have five wave structures here to the downside. So, what we need to be aware of is if this is actually a 1 and 2, and then we're still forming a bigger third wave here, we need to be careful if we start to directly sell off to the downside. And basically that zone would be here at this, let me just move this over, this 284.3. If we move down towards that 284.3, basically what we'd have to be cautious of is that we don't have bigger structure here, where we get this is a 1 2, this is another 1 2 here, 1 2 3 4 5, then we get another fourth and a fifth and another fourth and a fifth to the downside. And basically this would just be a move extending out if that is the case. We don't have evidence of that, and we did maintain this zone of this 50% here. So, potentially we could actually start to move away. We also have the 50% of the channel, sitting here. So it's going to be interesting to see whether we can form a bigger move to the upside here, where this becomes a 1 2 3 target zone, this 461, looking for this fourth towards this zone of this 416 to this 371, and then that final push to the upside for a fifth wave. So this is still a possibility for as long as we hold this low here of this 264.8. But really, once we start to lose this 280, we need to start being cautious here. And it could be rather that if I come back out into a bigger time frame here, we'd have to just be a little bit cautious. There isn't a more complex structure here where this is an A, and instead of this being a five wave move, this could be something like a zigzag up here, where that's one A, B, and C. It's not my preferred interpretation of it, but if that is the case, potentially it could mean that we see something like this play out, where this becomes A, B, and C, and then we actually come back down into that original support zone here of this 272 to this 241. So this would be something I'm just keeping an eye out here. We do have the trend line just based off of these two lows here. Potentially, if we did have a move like this, it would bring us back into that, which would be sitting towards this 253 wall, depending on how long it takes. That could bring us back into this 0.618 area. So if we do actually get a sell-off to the downside here, we'll be looking to see if we find support in this area here, and then if we do actually look to push up from this zone. So this is the one count that we're looking at. We're also talking about a couple of other things here, where we were talking about being careful that within this structure. So I need to just adjust some of this, because obviously this was done a long time ago. Let's just move this out. It did come down here though. Okay, so let's get rid of all this. So basically what I'm looking out for here, is that potential that this could be just an A, B, and C here. And if we do have a C wave completed here, so the only way we're really going to know about this being complete is when we actually break this B wave and then finally take this low here. So for as long as that's alive, potentially we could look for continuation for as long as we hold this low of this 264.9. But once we start to lose that, we would have to be looking for that potential to actually come down deeper here towards this 187 area, and that's what I'd be looking at as my next expectation if we do actually start to break down in a much bigger way here. Potentially looking for this 187 as a one-to-one of this current high here. So this is something we just have to keep an eye on. If we do break down, potentially we could see this move into this level, and then we could actually see either this being a bigger corrective pattern here, where this is A, this is B, we get a five-way move up to C, and then we break down from there. Or alternatively, this could actually be a complete correction. So I'm going to go over the higher time frame stuff here for a second. Something that I want to talk about as well within this. We were looking for the possibility that this whole move, is a fourth wave. So what I'm looking out for within this is that we could potentially be getting a triangle here. Um, this is why I just need to be a little bit careful about this. If this is an ABC here, technically speaking, that could then complete a leg of this. If this is a fourth wave triangle, we could look at this as A, B, C, D, and then we could potentially get a three-wave move to the downside and then look to break to the upside. If this is the case, this would be basically indicating that the move has completed, and we'd be looking for that potential to actually form a bigger fifth wave here. So that fifth wave target is off of this lower range here, but basically, if this was the case and we were looking for a fifth wave target here, potentially this could be towards this 1380 to this 856 as a typical fifth wave. It depends. We'd have to do a little bit more analysis to get a good zone on this, but basically what we'd be looking for is this triangle to complete and then a push up for this fifth. So that would be something that we'd be looking at seeing in the future if that is the case. Alternatively, we could argue that it's completed here and we're starting to form that bigger five-wave move up into this zone already. But it would have to hold, it would have to hold structure here. It wouldn't quite reach that area if we were looking at this target of the 739. So basically, just need to bear that in mind that it is possible to break up here, but another way that we can look at this triangle is rather in the other position, and we need to be mindful of that. If this develops in this way, A, B, C, we come back down for D, we fail to take this C wave high and this B wave high here, this A wave high in this case. Basically, we could see a triangle in this manner where what that would then mean is, we're looking for that potential of a three-wave move down, A, B, and C. Can't see it given the current structure here, but nevertheless, still looking out for it. Even if we do push up one more time here, it wouldn't invalidate this triangle A, B. If we get a five-wave move, which actually fails to take this 398 area, what we could then see is basically, we could still see another three base. It would just move this trend line up something like this, where this becomes basically the C wave up into the high, look for a D wave and then an E wave. This would still be viable. The problem is if we started to form something more like this to the upside here, where it's sort of an upward sloping wedge here, and we do take this high, what we need to be aware of is at that point we could be looking at something rather like this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as a diagonal pattern, and then this could actually become a wave 1 of the next move to the upside. And potentially this could then look to either complete and then push up, or this could actually be a fifth wave as a diagonal. So we'd have to just be a bit careful with that one as well. So these are a couple of the things we're looking for, but we haven't invalidated that idea. We could actually see this move down for the C wave. This could actually just be, I've got this marked as ABC, but it could be a W, X, and a Y. And, we could see this play out as a W. If we have completed into this high, we could see this next leg start to play out where we form another three-wave move, potentially down into these lower ranges here. And I've got some levels marked out on that. And what we're looking for potentially here, 1 to 1 would be this $1.92, bring us back into these lows here. However, if we did start to break down deeper, I'd be looking towards these zones here, which would be this 179.6, 160, 143, 132, and then finally 1 to 1 would actually bring us down here towards the 0.382 of this whole move to the upside here as a wave 3. So this is a common area for a wave 4. So if this is a bigger wave 4 here, potentially this is something that can play out where we actually see this move come down into these lower ranges here and test out some of these lower areas. So we're going to have to just give it a bit of space, take it one step at a time here. For the moment, we are holding bullish structure, but we need to see that continue to progress here now. We want to see these moves start to get some strength to the upside, start to see some volume coming in with the upwards moves, and then that would indicate more that we are within a bigger wave 3 here. At the moment, it's far too early to tell. We need to see the retracement here, see a 3-wave move back down, and then look for that potential of a 5-wave move, something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe coming back up into these highs. And then, from there, once again, we'd want to see that retracement to the downside, A, B, and C, and then look for that much bigger move up. Okay, so we've got our levels now. I hope that you found the video useful. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find a link to Discord. Come check it out, it's free to join. As well as that, there are affiliate links for both Primax BT and BYBIT down there, both great exchanges we use on a regular basis. Check them out for yourself. If you don't have an account, using the affiliate link does help support the channel. We do appreciate it. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.